I am outside of Greenwich Town Hall where I just spoke with First Selectman incumbent Republican Peter Tesei, and here's what he had to say. How would you go about helping the Board of Education close the achievement gap?
Well, first and foremost, continue to support their operating budget, which has incorporated the digital learning initiative. As the parent of two students in the elementary schools here in Greenwich, Coscob School, I know how important it is to have impact at an early age, and certainly seeing that initiative come to fruition will bring students into the 21st century and utilize the most state-of-the-art learning techniques.
And now, keeping with the schools, how do you feel about a new stadium at the high school and why?
Well, I put into the budget submission last year a request for funding to do a feasibility on upgrading Cardinal Stadium. I support the upgrade. It's a stadium that was built in the early 80s, and it should have modern amenities for health and safety.
And now next, many people think Greenwich is a very affluent town. While that's true, there are some people living below the poverty line. How do you plan to help those people?
Well, we continue to work through our Department of Social Services and our community partners, which are all of our nonprofit agencies, to fund services to those on the lower income level. Specifically, the town supported Neighbor to Neighbor in their application for a grant to build a new food pantry on the premises of Christ Church, and also provides a support through our social workers, going into homes and doing assessments and seeing to that whether they're families with children or some of our seniors, that they get the most readily available care and support.
Now EverSource. What do you kind of wish was a little bit different with that, and what do you plan maybe to hopefully change, if anything?
Well, in terms of EverSource proposal for a new substation, I think they have not truly validated the need for the station. The data that we have looked at is, skeptical in terms of future peak demands, and I'm hoping that the Siting Council delves deeply into that fact first and foremost. Second, if they're going to gain approval, then we've asked the Siting Council to be sure that they hold EverSource responsible for any environmental exposure and liabilities. Clearly, we're deeply concerned that the state narrowed EverSource's options in resulting them to go through Bruce Park versus go along the rail tracks, which would be more permissible or advantageous, I should say.
And last question, what makes you the best choice for First Selectman?
Well, clearly I think experience and integrity and character. Before anything else, you have to have integrity and character, and people have to trust you. I come with over 20 years of experience in trust in estate administration. That's a business that if you don't have those characteristics, you're not going to be very successful for your clients. In addition, my experience as a volunteer in town government for 20 years on the financial end of things, as well as serving now 8 years as the chief elected official with proven results, I think distinguishes me from the opposition.